Red wine chemical enhances mesothelioma chemotherapy. Another investigative action: consolidate a complex established in red wine and a common chemotherapy anesthetize established a competent synergistic crash in focal point on plural mesothelioma cells. Expert at almost immediately Chunhyang Institution Curative Middle Kianan in South Korea combined the platinum-based chemotherapy tranquilize cisplatin with resveratrol, a feature cell-strengthening setup in wine and red grapes. The product effectively put into action apoptosis, or the modus operandi of ordinary cell finish, in intimidating mesothelioma cells. Cisplatin has for reasonably various time been a conspicuous among the most eminent medication to care for mesothelioma and unmixed bag of unusual growths. However, in the same way as further chemotherapy tablets, cisplatin's adequacy stays unnatural. Resistance can make taking after late sequence or can be obtainable essentially in patients. The resveratrol made mesothelioma cells considerably more powerless against cisplatin. Uncrash soon. Chunhyang scientists' faith will change into prospect action choices. Furthermore, the in order established the long drawn-out confrontation of the cells is recognized with the performance of self-guarded autophagy, or the unsafe gadget of the cell that dismantle not required or broken down parts. The infinitesimal principle of the synergistic next to cancer movements of cisplatin and resveratrol is not yet comprehended in Element, lead auditor Yoon-jin Lee wrote in The Learning. In any case, getting elevated studies in close revealed that resveratrol goes with reference to as an unbelievable candidate for potentiation of platinum conduct in vitro and in vivo. Sustenance and Material Toxicology, a worldwide record strewn for the English Mechanical Organic Research Association, avowed the study's conclusion in August. A history overflowing with resveratrol in growth. Inquire about. The Soon Chunhyang ask about cluster originally concerted on the mesothelioma battling energy of resveratrol in 2012 when they create that lab tests offered to 20 mg/kg of resveratrol each day for 4 weeks knowledgeable suffocated tumor growth and long drawn-out survival. In 2014, the group exposed a partnership in the middle of resveratrol and the medicine clofarabine, which is normally used to care for lymphoblastic leukemia. The mix established the faculty to make mesothelioma cells more unprotected adjacent to chemotherapy. Those detection, be that as it may, were in vitro and extended way from being adequately substantial to attain the scientific trial position. The late study counting cisplatin is one more progression in the right course in the investigation of resveratrol's probable part in mesothelioma medications, predominantly given the achievement cisplatin as of now has as a chemotherapy treatment. Receiving away from apoptosis is one of cell modification instrument that in attendance aggressive cells invulnerability to anti-cancer cure, Lee unruffled. Hence, healing mediations focusing on apoptotic passageway or observation as a expensive secondary to normal tumor conduct and make a significant promise to a good performance consequence. While resveratrol is found in red wine, researchers dash to call concentration to the hopeful formula of the multifaceted don't rise up out of just consumption red wine. Our bodies usually separate the matter when it go into the corpse by means of the digestive structure. Constraints of cisplatin and resveratrol. While the cisplatin, resveratrol mix shaped cell failure in a large fraction of the plural mesothelioma cell lines, one line was more impermeable to the conduct. Rather than transporting on cell fly by night, the mix set off the self-cautious ingredient, autophagy, in that detailed cell line, making it disconnect and shape new intimidating cells. Scientists facilitated this by extravagance the cells with an anti-infection known to hamper autophagy. From this summit of observation, our in-sequence give a reason to meeting point on the autophagy direction as a show's potential restorative line of attack in the change of clinical result for this savage sickness.